Classic me recording the video, you know, to different times because I am not able to write a script and I'm not able to follow the script in my head. But yeah. I believe that speaking about one's personal experiences is one of the best ways, or maybe one of the most easy yet useful ways to speak about certain topics. I think that the things that we go through actually matter, even though they are anecdotes. But at the same time, if we gather a bunch of anecdotes and we also observe what happens in society, we may be able to get to a final conclusion about what we're talking about. And in my personal experience with gender, um, it was very, I don't have the word to use, but it was very absurd. It's because I personally do actually identify as a man, a cis man. I believe that I am gender euphoric. I do feel gender euphoria. I do feel as a man. I do like the idea of me being a man. I do like manhood in general. It's a very cool thing. It's just cool to be a man or to be a boy, whatever you want to call it. But at the same time, I am yet to be 100% capable of fully bowing down to like um, standards of manhood, standards of masculinity. Not in a. I want to make videos. Absolute bullshit. I don't even remember what I was saying. But yeah, not in a feminine transgender way. I do feel as a man, as I said. But at the same time, I just don't want to be a man. Like, I don't want to be anything. I just want to exist. I want to do things. I want to be flamboyant. I want to jump and dance and move around and play football and watch boxing games and play sports, but at the same time go shopping and put nail polish on my nails and just have fun. Like fuck it, we ball, man. As I said, my experience with gender has been very, very absurd since I was a kid. It's because I've never thought of myself as being a boy. Like I never went out there. I remember until the age of like I didn't have any understanding of what gender was until I turned maybe 7 or 8. Until like I went to elementary school. I remember when I was in kindergarten, like there was no such thing as being a boy or being a girl. Like we just balls, bro. Like I remember having a guy and a girl best friend at the same time. Like we just chill together, like kids doing kids things. I didn't have any idea. I think that's normal, right? It's not that's nothing special. But I just existed, right? And I played and I did everything I ever wanted, and it was quite good until I reached elementary school, and that is when the concept of gender started. I started grasping that concept of me. Oh, you're a boy, and you start hearing that in one of the most harsh ways. As like, hey, you're a boy, do not cry. Okay, I'm gonna start complaining right now about being a boy, how hard it is. Fuck it. Anyways, you do start to, get exposed to the concept of gender, especially manhood, in a very harsh way. It's don't cry, don't be soft, you must be strong, ladies first, you must be a gentleman. Like all this patriarchy bullshit that, you're just not going to be able to skip because, of course, you live in a conservative society, especially in a country like Morocco. You're not going to be able to escape any patriarchy, whatever you do. Again, that's when I started to kind of get exposed to gender, to my gender. And at first, I didn't like it. I don't remember me wanting to be like this very this masculine figure of a man, this very ideal man. I never dreamed of being that. I never dreamed of being a woman either. Like I just never wanted to go to the extreme. I just wanted I just wanted to do my thing. I just wanted to play. I just wanted to be myself. Did someone come home? The solar eclipse is about to happen, so I think everybody has to be home. I hope nobody breaks in. Oh my god, the kids! Holy shit, I'm cooked. Anyways, as I said, I just never thought like other boys that I wanted to be this certain man. I just, bald. Again, as I started growing up and, you start hitting puberty, you start becoming, more manly in a biological way and something that you can escape as a male. And, I'm not gonna elaborate, but I started getting, more manly physically, mentally, whatever. Like you can say, I can grow a beard, of course. I can grow a head too. Um, yeah, and that was quite good. Like I didn't have any issue with that. But the more and more I started growing up, getting into these boy circles started getting very exhausting. I don't have an issue being friends with boys. I genuinely don't have an issue with that. I don't have an issue being friends with girls either. I think being friends with boys is one of the best experiences I've ever had, especially back in middle school. Especially, that's why I told you about people coming in. What was I talking about? Middle school, yeah. I started. I remember switching schools at some point, and I met these bunch of guys at my new school, and they were the best guys I've ever met. I'm still friends with the guys. They're still my best friends. Ninth grade was probably the best year I've ever had in my life. It's because how one of the reasons it was one of the best years is because of how we kind of forgot of the principle of being boys, and we just balled. Like we did our things without thinking about the boy or masculine part of it. Like I don't remember, like we didn't feel emasculated by anything. Nowadays, especially in high school, feeling emasculated is something that happens to boys every single day. Emasculation is so thrown away. Like wearing colorful clothes is emasculating, earrings are emasculating, nail polish is emasculating, chilling with girls is emasculating, being a good person is emasculating. Genuinely, being like a nice person it has become emasculating, and I experienced that because in so many situations. Okay, not bragging about being a cool person, fuck morals, okay, but at the same time, I remember in so many situations trying to be good and like being mocked or bullied for being like a feminine dude or whatever. Do I believe I'm a feminine dude? Maybe to some extent. I still get the girls though. Fuck it, we ball. Shit. But yeah, and this is how I started, this is how I ended up today speaking about genders because it's getting annoying, especially with me trying to kind of get out of the box. Gender, at the end of the day, gender is kind of like this, it's a box. And what do boxes do? They kind of stop you from doing things that you want to do away from the box. For example, masculinity is a box. It has so many borders. You can't do some stuff. You want to do it, but you can't. It's because anything that you do is emasculating. Anything that you do makes you less of a man or makes you anything but a man. And as someone who identifies as a man, like, I don't want my identity to be, like touched or maybe damaged. Like, it's not damaged. I don't want my identity in danger. So of course you have to kind of conform with with that box, with the gender roles related to that box, and you have to be what we call a man in order for you have to stay in the box in order for you to be a man. But at the same time, as a person who started doing very flamboyant things this year, painting my nails. I painted my nails yesterday. Kind of took off the nail polish today. I don't even know why because it's such a cool thing. Like, dude, painting my nails is one of the things I wanted to do like in a long, long time. Like I was planning on doing this. I chose the wrong color. I chose a very bad shade of purple, violet, whatever you want to call it. I don't. I really regret choosing that color, but at the same time, I don't regret painting my nails because it was cool. Like they looked good, but at the same time, I got mocked for it. Not mocked, but kind of got okay. I got called a fag around one, two, at least three times, and I had like my family tell me to like take them off because yeah, you just can't walk around, which is fair. They're just trying to protect me, Like I don't want issues with society or anybody. At the same time, what I notice is nobody gave a shit. Like I went into a public space where there were many people, actually, like many people. And I promise you, no one was even looking my way. And even like when people notice my nails, I might show my nails. I don't know, I might. When people notice my nails, they genuinely not care. And I sat there and I was thinking about it. I was like, hey, like these people genuinely do not care. With my earrings, like especially as someone who lives in Saudi, and I move in Rabat a lot, I see boys wearing earrings most of the time. Like earrings have became like such a normalized thing. It still isn't in conservative areas or maybe in families, but outside, like the chance of you seeing a boy wearing earrings is at least like 20%. There are at least 10 or 20 boys out of 100. Okay, that's exaggerating, but there's at least like 5 boys out of 100 that are wearing earrings. And it's just so casual. I do wear earrings, okay? I wear three. I don't really show them. Gosh, okay, there's one. I do wear earrings, okay? The earrings are cool. They're very stylish. The problem is when I get into arguments with my family about why I'm doing this stuff, it's usually two things. I tell them, hey, I'm expressing myself. I'm expressing my gender identity the way that I want. I am a man, but I believe that also men can do, cute things. I believe that men can paint their nails, maybe grow longer hairs than women do, maybe even wear makeup if they feel like it, have earrings, wear jewelry, wear skirts, do generally what they want. That's one thing. The second thing is I want to look beautiful. I know this sounds weird when I say the word beautiful, is because you would say I want to look handsome, but I know I'm handsome enough. I don't care about looking handsome. I want to look beautiful, pretty. That's two different things. The thing is, I always get this one feedback is why do you want to look beautiful, dude? What kind of insult question? Okay, not insult. What kind of misogynistic question is that? Seriously, I never grasped the concept of wanting to look beautiful as a man is like a bad thing or something that just shouldn't be done. It always amazes me how people always find the stupidest arguments. And whenever I say, hey, like, why can't I as a dude, look cute? Like, haha, I just want to look cute, man. And they're like, I don't care. Just, what are people going to say? Okay, people are going to say what things no matter what you do. Like, if I walk outside bald, people are gonna speak. If I walk outside with a normal haircut, people are gonna speak. I walk outside every day with this big chunk of hair, and people still have something to say. I walk around without my earrings, people still have something to say. Without my nail polish, people still have something to say. It doesn't matter. And waiting for people's approval for me to be able to express my gender identity is such a setback. I hope this video was good. I don't know, I'm gonna make the next video. I definitely need to start writing scripts. I don't even feel like editing this video, genuinely. But I might. Who knows?